Alright, so today I'm going to be going over kits. Just all the kits I have in my room at the moment. I'm not expert on kits, but I've obviously used kits in my career so far, so I have experience wearing them. Just thought I'd give you my thoughts on them. This isn't all the kits I've worn in my career so far, it's just what I have at the moment. Also, some things I haven't worn in my career so far, like this Condor. I've set it up, I've messed with it, but I actually haven't taken it out on field training exercises yet. Also, the Alice BDU chest rig, haven't used that yet. I got retro stuff there. I don't know if I'm going to put on for this video or not, but just wanted to talk about the kits. Like I said, I'm not an expert on kits, and using kits are all just different ins and outs of it. It's just something that tingles my tism. I like it. Something that I guess I wanted to talk about, so here we go. Alright, so first things first, kit that was issued to me, never wherever, and this is the Flick Fighting Load Carrier. As obviously see, this is the OCP version, and it is just stupid. They made this is at least they issued me brand new gear, but it is, like I said, it's just way too stiff. I don't even know if I would even want to put this on. It's just when you have the taps system, it just was never an option to even put on a Flick. I did use a Flick all throughout basic, but that's just because it was the only thing given to me. I would have much rather had taps, and I didn't even have the OCP version. I had obviously all the ACU basic training stuff, so I don't even know how will these connections and actually having good buckles and whole lot better straps than I had on the ACU version. Don't know how much that would have improved it. I just know I didn't like the Flick. I like the taps a lot better. Alright, so I guess I'll start with the taps first. There's plenty of other videos on the taps. In fact, there's a lot of aftermarket kits. If I personally own this, that I'd buy and use. Out of all of these, I'd have to say that the taps is technically my favorite, since I've used it the most in all my training exercises and stuff. It just allows you to carry a decent amount. So, you know, the standard infantry fighting load is 7 mags. You can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe it's 9. Obviously, if I'm infantryman, I can't count. 1, 2, 3. These are messing me up. Looking through the camera at the same time. I did this for some reason. Crossed them over to what's it called? Keep something in place. Alright, 8, yeah. So you can carry 8 mags. Obviously, you can carry more if you put mag pouches on the outside. I don't know exactly. I think I just had to use nods with this one time. So last time I used it, I just had the canteen pouch to hold the nods on. The thing that people love about the taps is that you have all this MOLLE panel on, and it's nice and long, so this would be all the way at my side. It was nowhere in the way I could lie down, crawl. Didn't have to worry about double stacked mags since you got all the mags. And it's a fairly comfortable thing. But like I said, there's plenty of upgrade kits that improve on the weaknesses, like the fact that this is from the middle, so it does kind of flap around and move a little bit, but the upgrade kits, you can weave on buckles there and have it actually secure. You can improve on the harness straps, get to fit your body better. But for a standard issue kit, the taps is actually pretty good. I like it. Definitely a lot better than that Flick. Right, let's move on. So this is not our brain's gonna tip out. This is the standard issue plate carrier. This is not. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, back to this. This is a standard issue plate carrier. It's not an IOTV. It looks like an IOTV just because it's bulky, but there is no extra Kevlar. Well, there is Kevlar. I've just taken out. There's Kevlar inserts, but there's not the excessive Kevlar that's on the IOTVs. This is just mainly purely a plate carrier. I mean, it's not Kevlar that comes with it. There's some other body armor insert, which is extremely uncomfortable, which is why I don't ever use this. I thankfully was able to get rid of my IOTVs in for this. Is it sold plate carrier system? Yeah, so this is a standard issue plate carrier. I thought I was lucky enough to get rid of the IOTV and to get in exchange to get this plate carrier, even though I knew I wouldn't even use this plate carrier much, because at the time I was issued a Cry plate carrier and a recon unit, and didn't use this much. Used it a couple times, hated it. It's just not that comfortable. At the time, it wasn't that comfortable because the inserts was so stiff, it made my back hurt. The straps is alright, but there were just plenty better options, and I got that, which I need to read the tag. I forgot the name of that, but I got that soon after. Alright, so not much to be said. It looks like IOTV. It's just standard issue. It's got your back here. You can adjust based on how wide you are. Ain't that wide. Plates obviously get inserted. It's got buckles rather than all Velcro hook and pile. It's got plenty of MOLLE. Overall, probably not the worst design. Obviously better than the IOTV, but it's just, I just don't like it that much. Alright, next one I'll talk about, since I'll go in order, is this Condor. I actually like this strap system. I like the decent amount of padding, and people like H harnesses rather than this Y's or X harnesses. I actually like this X harness. It kind of cradles my body type quite well. Obviously I'm small, so I have to have these straps pretty tight, but I haven't used this with rucks or soul packs on, so I can imagine having these rolled up on my back would be quite annoying. But this is just a standalone plate carrier, I mean not plate carrier, chest rig. It would do just fine. Obviously I just got some new MOLLE pouches, and so you got 3 different types of Ranger green on. You got obviously the Condor's version of the green, whatever China's version. This one's quite bright, especially for the camera. And another Chinese version. And technically, what was it? I noticed, oh yeah, I guess just the MOLLE straps are a different color. Pros of this one, you can add on extra pouches like the tap system. You got buckles from the top and bottom, so it hugs your body better. It doesn't flop around. It comes with the double stacked mags. I wish that it didn't come with so many pistol pouches, since I don't use pistols, or I wish that they would be removable. But it also comes with, I don't have it on me right now, but so these straps are removable, the covers for the pistols. It's just a Velcro for the pistol mags. You Velcro on the inside, you Velcro on the outside. I just have them all tucked in. You can use stick Gerbers, flashlights, just anything you want in there. But these it comes with 4 of these individual ones, and in this middle section it came with a double one. So I'm just don't use pistols and at the moment. Obviously I'd like to train more on pistols, but I don't train with pistols ever, so. As the double stacked 5.56 mag pouches concerned, is that it only works when you're double stacking it. It sticks out way too far to just use free across. Trying to think of pros. It's just a kind of typical double stack system. It's new, so I assume that's why these bungees are so tight, and that they would get better for wear. Obviously you can adjust the looseness up here a little bit. That's one thing I'd say. Obviously I don't have all the mags to have these all filled with mags, so I can't demonstrate that at the moment. Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention on the taps, other than the front of it, is that another reason why I like it is this admin pouch, map pouch, whatever you want to call it. I use this quite a lot. I like that it has a zipper, so I can put a little more stuff that I definitely don't want to lose in there, have it zipped up and feel safe. You got one that's just Velcro. But I use these pockets a decent amount. But one thing that the Condor does better than this Taps is that this is padded. And I wish that was padded, because I'd fill this up with a lot of stuff. Heck, I've even before. Normally, I have a grenade pouch on this whenever I'm doing land nav and I need compasses. But I've shoved a compass in here before. Just had it routed for the Molly, and had it quick access with my map and a protractor and stuff in there. And that was kind of poking me in the chest as I was doing land nav. But so that's one thing. It's nice. This has got some nice padding to it. It only got one Velcro strap, so retainability and stuff in here is not that good. But you can have this tighter to your body, so hopefully stuff shouldn't fall out that way. But things happen. Just a typical kind of pouch. Nothing more, nothing less. Pros and cons of the materials it's made out of. It seems relatively strong. I don't know if you guys can tell. Obviously, this cheap one is shiny. But I guess I can't compare it to this Taps, because this is quite well used. But compared to, I guess, other materials, this is quite shiny. It definitely needs to be used in the field to dull it up a little bit. But that's the Condor chest rig. Alright, we'll go on to this. The plate carrier I actually use. Let's see what this one's called. The modular scalar vest. So this is the modular scalable vest. It is quite comfortable. It's got laser cut Molly. It's actually got padding on the inside and on the back and shoulder straps, which, wow, they actually think about comfort for once, which is good. It's small, it fits your body better. It's buckles rather than Velcro. The cummerbund's quite thin, fits quite well. I like it, use it. Typically, I have, for right now, I just run the free mag pouches in the front. Canteen pouch just to carry stuff, nods specifically. IFACT, it's on the left side. I have my guts out at the moment. But I typically would run water. I like to stack water on this side, but I'm not using it at the moment. What more can I be said about this? This is, I don't know, pretty good. I use it whenever I have to use plates. My plates are currently in it. I like it a lot better than the other issued plate carrier. The Army got things right with this plate carrier. Like I said, don't know too much about kits, the specifics, but especially this one. It's not a new one, and it's also not too new to me. I've had it for about a year. What has it been? 4 months. Anyways, I've had it over a year. I like it. All right, next to this one. This one is the Ace Tac. I think SOP. This is one that I'm going to start using more often. I've used it before. I don't know if it's just me with my smaller body types, or if I start just because I started my career in a recon unit. Less is more when it comes to kit, and so that's why I like this one more. I don't have anything other than the mags currently in it, but typically I would like to combine this if I'm doing stuff with unit SOPs. Need to have IFACT and 7 mags. Combine it with a battle belt. Can have the IFACT on the battle belt. Have the tourniquets attached to here. You could even fit IFACT guts in here, especially since it's got 2 admin pouches. I'm typically not carrying that much stuff, so unless it's snacks, I carry a decent amount of snacks. So if I'm carrying a decent amount of snacks, IFACT can go on a belt, but you can shove all your IFACT guts in here. It's just not that accessible. It's easier accessibility on the belt, but it is what it is. You got mags can fit in these pouches, but these pouches work better for radios. I hated being an RTO. Glad I don't work with radios no more. There's not really too much modularity, other than the fact you can change out the danglers on this. One thing I want to do is get an insert. It is capable of holding double stack mags. You just got to get a special insert. Can't do that one hand, but the bottom opens up wide enough that you can fit 2 mags in there. You just need some retainer system other than the single stack retainer. It's got an H harness. Can't say anything bad about it. It's just a typical H harness. Fits quite nicely. This allows you to get this tighter to your body so it don't move around. I run this, since I got the dangler, I run it higher up on my body so the dangler ain't bouncing around too much. It's still close to my lower abdomen. Yep, so that one. Here's another one that I haven't used. It was just not a impulse purchase, but definitely a purchase to fit the tingle my tism. It still is LARPing, even though I'm in the Army. I like to LARP. So this is the Alice system. I think it's got a tag here yet. Just tactical load varying vest. It's got sewn in, it's got a single stack mag right here, and then it's got double stack mag right here. Grenade pouch. It's got plenty of modes of adjustment to get this. You got, what are these called? Anyways, you got, you can adjust it to your body's waist for here. You got shoulder strap adjustments. Mine is pretty well worn and used, and so the padding on it is a little bit less comfortable than what it would have been if it hadn't been used and fresh. But I got mine in a heavily used condition. I don't know, it's just a purchase. I'm never, at least it depends. I'm not going to use this in my Army career, but I could definitely see myself running this out in the field, you know, LARPing on my own personal time. The mags are actually not that hard to get into, surprisingly. I thought they'd be a little bit worse being at an angle and how stiff, but you can, for how stiff it is getting mags in, there's no mag retainability on this. You would definitely have, if you wanted to retain bags, you definitely have to be running a battle belt with a drop pouch. These pockets or pouches are way too stiff to get any mag retainability. Unlike with this or with the double stack mags, you can, you know, retain mags if you have to rather than ditching them. But this, it's just, with it being on the angle and the way these pouches are, you see it runs, it's not flat, it runs all the way up to the tip. Like, so just, that's one thing I'd have to say about it, is there's no mag retainability. But it's good to tingle my tism as LARPing in BDUs. BDU is my favorite color pattern. Wish the Army didn't go away from it, but alright. So here's this is the slick version of this modular scalable vest. It comes with a specialized armor in there. You can put your plates in here as well if you want to run it slick. Good for 50 cal gunners, 240 gunners, when you don't need to run much kit on you when you're in the trucks. It's not much to be said about that. It's just a nice slick kit. Nothing's really thick, but you still get a nice padding in the shoulders. Cummerbund is quite thin. Not really going to notice that. I said Army got it right when they issued out these. Battle belt just got this and threw some pouches on it. Got some BDU grenade pouches. Just random pouch. Cheap IFAC pouch. A belt pouch. This is a Cry belt. It's a 2-piece belt. I like it. It's definitely gonna be going to the field with me here soon, in a couple days. I gotta get rigged up differently, but I just threw pouches on it for the video. I like the combo of running this. Sometimes I don't need to run a dangler. Like I said, I like less is more. It's this stuff fits the body a lot better than running taps. Sometimes you don't need as much stuff as you can fit on a tap system, and so that's why I'm going to be running this system more. I'm not giving words to my mouth the exact specifics about just a little word suck, like nuances, or that ain't the right word, but just the differences. Sorry, words are tough. I didn't do too well in grammar in high school, but the differences that I noticed when actually running and using the gear on the field. But that's the iHips helmet. I use that one typically more often. My head, for being a smaller dude, my head's for some reason quite large, and my ACH does not fit my head as well as the iHips does, so I use that. Oh yeah, so these are old Arctic mittens. I want to do a video on that soon about how actual retro gear is much better. Well, not always much better, but retro gear can be a lot better than new standard issue gear. When I get on that subject soon, I don't want to spoil all that video, but I'm going to do this video specifically about the Arctic mittens and why I like to run retro ones. I'm not going to get all kitted up. That'd be for a different video. Maybe I'll throw some shorts out about getting kitted up and LARPing. But anyways, hopefully I just wanted to get a video out, try to get more videos out. This is probably a terrible video, not much entertainment. Obviously, I'm not very good at teaching or learning and sharing information. Maybe somebody thought this video would be entertaining somehow, or somehow you learned something. You learn anything, learn that you can get gear for cheap. I think that was only 20 bucks. If you needed a chest rig, that would suit 90% of your 90% of your needs. This would suit. And obviously it just looks cool being in BDU. I said you could get that on Adventure Surplus, or I don't think Americana Pipe Dream runs that, but there's plenty of Army Navy surplus stores out there that sell it. I got the rest of that stuff besides my dirty laundry on surplus stores. Surplus stores are great at getting gear. You can get taps gear. I don't know if you probably could not get the modular scalable vest. You can definitely, it might be a little bit harder to find just the plain plate carrier version rather than the IoT version, but you can get that. This I don't think was no more than 40 bucks, something like that from Condor. Just a cheap plate carrier you can get, as well as that SOP wasn't that expensive. Where's the flick? I mean, taps is much better than the flick, but you can definitely, where did I throw that flick off? You can get these at surplus stores. I said they got plenty of ACU versions of it. Oh, that's another topic that I wanted to get into, and that I might get in here soon. Maybe not. Maybe when I get out, I'm going to get more into testing out dying ACUs. Let's see, I have something around here that's ACU. One sec. ACU is just this terrible camo pattern. The Army made the worst decision ever going from BDU to ACU, especially I've heard that multicam is already out and tested at this time, and they still decided to go with ACU over multicam and just improving BDU. But that topic aside, I've seen plenty of videos on like walnut or like dyeing with coffee grounds of actually making ACU camo usable, and that just brought my interest, because a lot of the places where this is usable is in heavily wooded areas, especially colder areas where the leaves and the environment is brown most of the year. And back home in Michigan in the thick woods, there's brown leaves on the ground almost 90% of the year, you're going to be able to blend in with brown. And so that's what has brought my interest. And so I might be buying, probably when I get out, I'm going to buy more ACU stuff, because that's going to be more specific to the area. Multicam will definitely work back home. It's just going to be a little bit light. I like BDU for back home, especially in the woods. It's a lot darker. BDU, the browns and the greens blend in a lot better. They blend in fairly the same, different environments, different vegetation, changes all over. Camo is camo. Most camo works. You got to focus on more stuff than camo. But rambling now, but that's just one thing I want to get into. I'm dyeing right now. I have the Air Force Tiger Striped, which is basically the Air Force version of this ACU. I'm dyeing that right now with tea bags to get that more usable. Probably going to attach that to my battle belt, unless I'm going to just take these patches. I'm probably going to do that. I got a field exercise coming up here soon. Probably just going to take, yeah. So let's see. I'm going to fit 4 there, 1 in a gun, 2 here. Yeah, so just need to take one of these out, put on a belt, get my belt all situated. So anyways, hope you found something out of this video if you watched it all the way to the end. I'm trying to get out more videos. I'm getting into, prepping. I've obviously been into Army and training. I enjoy this. I'm not too great at teaching. That's one thing I'm trying to get better. Obviously, my grammar and speaking sucks. That's one of the reasons why I'm trying to do this video, trying to get into video making. Not because I enjoy showing myself off to the public or speaking, but because I'm trying to get better at it. I believe my grammar was much, much better in high school, but being in the Army, obviously infantry, I needed to learn big words. In fact, we've used more acronyms than anything, so yeah, I guess that's a pretty big word, acronym, for me to use. But anyways, I'm rambling. Hopefully there's something I'll enjoy out of this video. Feel free for any feedbacks or comments on my videos. That is gladly accepted. Alright, hopefully, I'll just keep rambling. Hopefully see you in the next video.